Good morning, and thank you all so much for being here. My name is Dr. Jenny DeDecker, and I'm happy to be leading this mindful moment with you. Go ahead and take a moment to settle into your seat. Find yourself in a comfortable position. Maybe silence phones or shut a door around you so that this next moment can be one solely for you. Allow your body to come into stillness so that your mind can follow. Maybe allow your eyes to close if that's comfortable for you, or let a soft gaze look out upon the picture in front of you, or out a window if you're in a space that has an opening to the outside world. If it's more comfortable for you to shift your position to standing or laying down, feel free to take a moment to do so. In our time together today, we will be doing a body scan, moving from the toes to the crown of the head. So I encourage you to be in a position that's comfortable and as free from pain as possible. Feel free to grab pillows or blankets, allowing your body to be bolstered in a way that feels nourishing and comforting. We spend the majority of our day thinking in our heads, speaking with our voices, hearing with our ears, focusing heavily on the top half of our body, and often in an outward expression. So, for these next few moments, we're going to bring that awareness inside and focus on the entire body. This can sometimes feel overwhelming or intimidating, especially if you are one who experiences chronic pain. But we're going to take it nice and slow, moving through the body with ease and comfort. And if you are experiencing pain, let that be part of your process today. As our body comes into ease and our mind settles, let your attention first find your breath. Maybe just noticing the movement in the belly as you take a big inhale. Or maybe noticing how the air flows out of your nose or mouth with a long exhale. Throughout our practice, we'll let our breath come and go with ease rather than trying to force a particular breath pattern or cycle. We'll do our best to stay aware of our breath and let our breath guide our way through our body. With your mind's eye, bring your attention all the way down into your toes. Simply notice. Maybe the air of the room on your toes or the sensation of your sock or shoe. Notice how the toes feel floating in space or pressed against the earth. And as your next inhale makes its way into your body, you can let that inhale come all the way into the toes. Imagine that it's bringing with it nourishment, life, chi, prana, whatever variation of an energizing life force that works for you. And we'll allow that natural exhale to drain any tension from the toes. Letting it fall down into the earth, where she so graciously will hold our worries and woes. And in our mind's eye, we'll envision the entire foot, continuing to let the inhale breathe in to the curves, the muscles, the lines of the bones, letting our entire foot be filled with nourishment, fresh oxygenated blood, life-giving energy. And we'll let the easeful exhale soften the feet, the fascia, the muscles. Again, letting any tension, tightness, or pain seep out of the body. Releasing ourselves even just briefly of all that we hold in our feet, every step that we take. Slowly allowing your awareness to come up into the ankle and the lower leg. Continuing this visualization of inhale, bringing nourishment, and exhale, relieving tension, stress, or pain. If it works better to do one leg at a time, feel free to change into a variation that works for you. Attending to the front of the leg and the back. Maybe even noticing the sensation of the legs feel a bit heavier. As if they were fully making contact with the earth. And at a pace that feels right for you, we'll allow our breath to bring our awareness all the way into the knees, the thighs, and into the pelvis. You come across any areas that seem a little less willing to let go, or maybe an area that's experiencing pain or discomfort, feel free to spend a couple of extra breath cycles in that space, encouraging that transition from holding to letting go. Letting your awareness continue coming up the body, through the belly and the low back, traversing the vertebrae from tailbone to the base of the skull. First, noticing the sensations as you come across a new area in the body. Witness those sensations as to not ignore them or push them away. And then allow the ease of the inhale and exhale to bring transition of softness, grace, of letting go. Breathing into the chest, collarbones and shoulders. Releasing the ribs, feeling the beat of the heart, the expansion of the lungs. Eventually letting go of any holding in the shoulders, the upper arms and elbows. Making your way all the way into the tips of the fingers. Allowing your awareness and your breath to come into the face. Feeling the eyeballs soften behind the lids, the tongue rest gently in the mouth. Maybe even feeling the ears become heavy and slightly making their way towards the earth. And in the next couple of moments, breathing into the scalp, into the back of the head. And letting that next long exhale soften from center of the head all the way down the body into the toes. And when you feel ready, your next inhale can help you flutter the eyelids, shifting your gaze from internal awareness back to a soft and easy external awareness. Maybe taking in the light of the room or the image and words of the computer screen. As you transition back into external awareness, continue using the breath. Long, gentle inhale and long, gentle exhale. Thank you for your presence. and be well.